you going through contract disputes with the Giants, you felt like you were underpaid.
Right.
You wanted more money.
Right.
They didn't give it to you, but so you started practicing a little bit. How did that now? How did you feel during that time now?
Oh, yeah, I was going through a contract dispute during that time. I think I was like the 18th highest paid wide receiver in football. I'm like, come on, man, let's be serious. I mean, I'm not expecting to be paid the highest wide receiver in football, but at least be respectful.
What would you say would be respectful
I
at the time?
mean,
Because
I thought I was in the top 5 wide receivers in all of football, which I was. I thought at the time I was actually the best, but my contract wasn't up for me to get that kind of deal. But I mean, come on, man, everybody, you should be compensated for what you go out and you perform at a high level, especially when you exceed just everything that they put in front of you. You know what I mean?
especially when you win the Super Bowl too, and the catch.
Come on, man.
Okay, so here comes some more fines I could say with the Giants. There's a lot of fines here. I'm seeing 20,000, 20,000, 5,000, 15,000 for slapping a ref in the face. I don't remember
Man,
that.
I ain't slapped no ref, man. People be
This
lying.
was crazy because I was like, slap the ref in the
I
face.
ain't
Like,
slapped no ref, man. People making up stuff, man.
so where did that story come from?
I don't know, man. I think I got a personal foul against a referee during the San Francisco game. Me and him got into it. If you get a personal foul against a ref, it's like 15
Right.
grand or some shit like that. But I never.
Because you would have been thrown out of the game. Were you ejected in that game?
No,
Right?
it's just a personal foul against a referee.
Right.
He didn't like some of the choice words.
So they just amped up the slap in the face.
Yeah,
You
it's
heard
like-
that before then?
Yeah, it's like some of the choice words that I gave him. He wasn't really
Yeah.
too happy about. But being on the football field, man, this is what you gotta let it all out at.
Okay, so then you signed a $35 million contract extension for the season. And then got into a domestic disturbance cause at your crib. Was that right after you signed the deal?
Did I?
You had some temporary restraining orders that were
Oh,
issued to New
man.
Jersey State?
Yeah, man. Some people that was, not on the same page as I was at the time, and you go through, different things, and something that I went through for like, 30, 45 days or something like that. But it was nothing to where nobody was hurt, beat, harmed, or anything like that.
Right. So, and then after that, it started. Now the things started happening to you,
Right.
right? You were carrying a gun for 10 years up to the point where you got arrested for the club,
Right.
having a gun, shooting yourself. Did you always carry? Why did you carry a gun prior to that?
I had heard it. I had always, had a gun. I owned it. I had a permit for it.
Yeah.
I had a license for it. I mean, it wasn't illegal, but it was something. It was an accident that happened to me, and not knowing the laws in New York City, I ended up suffering some major consequences because of it.
Right.
But
before that, but you were carrying a gun. Did you feel you had a need to carry a gun?
yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, man, you come up and you grow up in an environment, which is not an excuse. But you know what it does to a 11, 12-year-old kid when you see like a drug deal go bad on the street, and you see your friends running down the street shooting at people, or people come into your neighborhood and they shooting at them, and it scars you. Those are things that sit in my mind, and you like, forever. You come home from school and it's like, yo, man, your man just got hit with a 12 gauge right across the street. Mm-hmm. Shit is hanging out. Mm-hmm. You come home from school, you wake up in the morning like, yo, man, Dietrich just got shot in the head. And it's like, yo, he lives right across the fucking street from me. You know what I mean? When you 12 and 13 years old and you see things like that and it's all around you. I mean, the first opportunity that I had, to own a firearm, I went and did it the right way.
Right way and legit.
Yeah, but what happened to me, I just got caught up in the laws of New York City.